Promotion in academia is often treated like a hit or miss competition. You apply, you wait, and then you hope for the best. But in reality, promotion does not work that way. Promotion starts long before you apply for it. If the outcome of your promotion surprises you, the preparation usually started too late. Coming from someone who has built an academic career and gone through the promotion process from postdoc to assistant professorship, one thing has become clear. Promotion is not about last-minute effort. It is about readiness. The most important thing to understand is that promotion committees are not asking whether you could do the next job. They are asking whether you are already doing it, essentially. You should already look like the person at the next level before you apply. The application simply documents that fact. When I applied for an assistant professor position, I was a postdoctoral scholar. But while I was a postdoctoral scholar, I was already doing many of the things that an assistant professor would do. I was working independently, making my own research direction. I was applying for grants as a principal investigator, and also I won 2 grants before applying for the next position of an assistant professor. That allowed me to establish my research direction and begin building my lab. So when I applied, I wasn't describing future plans really. I was already doing the job and I explained what I've done in the recent years. That difference matters more than people realize, actually. This is where many early career researchers, academics struggle. They treat promotion as something that happens at the end of a period of work. In reality, promotion is something you prepare for throughout that period that you are currently on. You grow into the role first, then the rest follows. Another factor that matters a lot is collaboration. When you collaborate with assistant or associate professors while you are still earlier in your career, you send a very strong signal that you are their equal. You signal that you can function as a peer, that you belong at that level already. Committees notice this as well. Collaboration is not just about publications, it's also about how you work with people. Academia is a system, like everywhere else. Communication matters in academia as well. Professionalism matters, reliability matters. There is a concept sometimes called as an airplane test. The idea is simple. If people were stuck with you in an airport during a delayed flight, would they feel comfortable spending time with you? This may sound informal, but it applies very clearly in academia. Promotion committees also ask themselves, even unconsciously, this question, whether this is a person that we would like to work with long term. Is this someone who can collaborate effectively, friendly? Likability does matter. Not in a superficial way, but in a working with you way. Formally, promotion is often evaluated across 3 categories. In my university, at least, research, teaching, and service. In many institutions, the formal breakdown may look balanced. For example, in my university, 40% research, 40% teaching, and 20% service work. In practice, however, especially in research-focused universities, research usually carries the most weight. So strong research with decent teaching often works, but strong teaching without research usually may not, unless the institution is explicitly a teaching-based institution. This does not mean that teaching does not matter. It does. But teaching alone rarely compensates for weak research when it comes to promotion in majority of universities. Service matters even less in comparison with the 2. Service is most valuable when it signals leadership and visibility. Organizing conferences, workshops, leading initiatives, contributing to the department or university in a visible way would help. Service should support your profile, not replace core academic work. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people over-investing in invisible work, committee work, extra teaching. Of course, it's noticed by your head of department, administrative tasks, but these may feel productive, but they rarely move the promotion needle if you're lacking in those 2 other columns. Promotion is not about being busy, it's about being strategic. It's about aligning your work with how the system actually evaluates success. And you have to find out how it's done in your university or system. If you understand this early, you can make much clearer decisions. What to say yes to, what to say no to, where to focus your energy, what's your employment period, and where to protect your time. Promotion is not a really mystery. It's also not an automatic process. It rewards people who grow into the next position or the role that they are applying to. If you approach your academic career with that mindset, promotion becomes far more predictable and far less stressful. And if you want to learn more about grant applications, then watch this video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.